This is Eagle Peak Road. We made it to about 2 or 3 miles from the summit and we just turned around. It got too rough. Right now at this point in my recovery, you don't need to be falling down and getting hurt. It got pretty rough there. For the DRZ, if we'd have been on the Sherco, it would have been a different story. But that's not what I was envisioning. The road just got really rough. The last 5 miles was, and then that would have been 5 miles to the top and 5 miles back. Whew. The 2 miles, and then we turned around and did 2 miles back was enough. And it would have been getting later, so now we're off of the hard part and decide what we're going to do next. There's so many side trails. We are about 20 miles from the RV, deep in the forest, probably about 10 miles or more. So we're not going to see anybody else out here. Oh man, you've gone all this far, now you got to go all the damn way. Then you got to come back out. So bad if it was a short little section, but Jesus, 5 miles of this shit? Oh, 5 miles? No. That's 10 miles. 5 in, 5 out. get off of this bad section without getting hurt. I may get back over here on the short side. I ain't going falling all the way down here. It's the high side anyway. Oh, right here the Eagle Peak Road. And it goes on up this way. It gets rougher and rougher. This is 5 miles up to the Lookout Tower, and we did about 2 or 3 miles, and we turned around. It got too rough. And at this point, I don't need to be doing something like that. But, I'm just now healing up from being sick. I'm not having a lot of energy right now. So I didn't think it would be that rough. But the thought of 5 miles of there and 5 miles back of really rough stuff was just, nope, ain't gonna do that. Probably not such a smart thing to do. Sounds like the GoPro turned off. Well, let's see, we got the, yeah. Just keep going. We can put a new battery in once we get close to the cliff edge. Yeah, let's start making our way out of here. God's got a nice place is all I can say. That would be heaven on earth right there.